Another member's bringing us a live stream today. Mo bang for your bucks. We hear he makes great egg rolls. Check his channel out. Sure you'll like that one too, because we do. Check it out. You won't be disappointed.
I seen that wrestling match go on.
That's why the commercial was late. I couldn't get to the button. Because big boy here. Oh my gosh. We are one happy campers because I'm going to tell you guys something. Last night, I thought big boy here was leaving us. I really did. He got pretty bad last night. He got to the point where he was breathing really funny. He couldn't hold his head up. I'd raise his head. He'd drop it back down. Just his tail would just thump just a little tiny bit. All right, Moose, go over there.
There's Grouch.
Yeah. And so I called Tim over, and Tim come to the door, hollered for Jasper's name, and Jasper jumped right up off the bed, went outside like there was nothing wrong with him. I mean, you could tell he wasn't 100% yet, but it was like, I'm fine. And last night he ate some ham on me last night, and some of his dog food with some bean juice sprinkled into it, and he ate all that. And I woke up this morning and he was curled up next to me, and I reached over and I touched his nose, and his nose was cold, which is a good sign. Unless it's warm out, then their nose don't get cold because they need that moisture to stay cool. But we were always told by our vet, if their nose is cold, it means they're healthy. His nose was ice cold.
Well, he looks happy. He's smiling.
Oh yeah, he's back to.
He needed his Tim fix. That's what it was.
He'd been vocal this morning. He talked to Nettie on the phone this morning.
Oh geez.
On the answering machine. Voicemail.
Voicemail.
And he talked to Tim.
He had to have his Tim fix. I'm telling you, he loves Tim. All three dogs love him, but Jasper just goes for him.
I was in bad shape yesterday. Thought I was losing my buddy.
That's our guard dog.
Oh yeah. Well, oh my gosh, yeah. And then this morning he goes outside. You know, me and Tim's talking about building a ramp for the dogs. So this morning he goes outside. He gets done with his business and he comes up to the steps. I open up the door. He jumps over the steps into the door. Well, the first step. Excuse me. He jumped over the first step, hit the second one, and come up. Yeah, this is mine. Hey, come on.
He licks the side of the bottle. He's probably going to help you chug it. I don't know if you want to hold it in that hand. Yeah. But yeah, I think he's hurt himself. He might have pulled a muscle.
I don't think it was the tumors. I really don't.
I think it was a muscle.
That or something. The reason I'm thinking it wasn't the tumors, because when he'd lay down, he'd flop down on them.
Yeah.
You know, Jasper don't lay down. Jasper's got.
He don't lay down gently. He's a flop. You know, he makes sure you know his presence is in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it's time for a doggy ramp. Help him and Lulu. Both of them are showing signs of hip problems.
Okay, let's get over here to the. Man, my throat's kind of dry this morning. Okay. Here, you do the hellos.
Okay, what are you doing? Oh, coughing.
Trying to breathe.
That's overrated, don't you know? Hey, Rose, first one up in here. Mel Nettie, living free, zip codeless. Our first member up in here with us. Life of Lucretia, another member in here with us today. Wow, 3 in a row. 4. Desert Adventures in Arizona, another member. Coming along in with CR View, another member and neighbor. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey, James Catanese, howdy, howdy. Larry Bozeman, howdy, howdy. Amanda just chilling and howdy. Blowing the whistle here. Hey, weekend RVing, a little bit crazy. L&J. I'm trying to make sure here. Jane and Travels. Huh?
I even talked to James this morning on the phone.
Did you?
Beaver.
Okay, let's see. Make sure we're not missing anybody. Ivan K, another one up in here with us today. And chat just did a big jump, so. Midnight not eating, her kidneys are done. Aw. Sorry to hear that, James. It's hard when you've had them that long.
Oh, I know it. All right, move.
It makes you worry just the same as when you got a kid with you. Hey, Linda Barker. We got cousin Carmen on the Facebook side. Hey, cousin. Yep, it's hard. I mean, you know, what was that one little meme on Facebook? Little boy knew why dogs were only here for so long because they already know how to love without questions. You know, so that is very true.
Oh yeah. All right.
He said, okay, he's going to squish Roy here.
What's in the show?
I think he's wanting his back rubbed.
There's an 85-pound beagle on my lap. Labrador. All right, Jeff, come over here. Go on. No, I can't get to the mouse now. See?
I know. This is,
He's trying to steal the show.
yep, he's trying to steal the show here. But yeah, he seems to be a lot more perkier too.
Oh, he definitely is. He's back to old Jasper. All right, go over here.
I see that tail going.
Come on. Go.
There it goes. He says, okay. Ooh.
Oh, I can't breathe, Jasper. Come on. A little more.
See, it's raw. We keep it new. Mute. Up, the boys are giving their vocal opinions here. Hey, Naj, another member up in here with us. Oh, he's vocalizing very well that he is not happy.
What's going to happen about
Moose. Moose started in on him. Yep, there he goes. Now he says, I'm free of the little guy. Woohoo. As you could see, he's back to being Mr. Jasper. And there goes Moose back to his spot. And he's terrorizing Roy. Just like having toddlers. Hey, Rashaya.
Hey, whoa. Come here.
What are you doing?
Jasper just took off running.
For what?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't need him running anymore. You didn't do something right for him this morning. He's letting you know it. I did, but let me tell you, I cannot wait till Thursday at 10:30 in the morning because they're supposed to come in and take all this stuff off. I ended up putting this little, I don't know, it's a pack. Ouch. Yeah, I get caught on everything with it. They sent me the responder or whatever is in that. They ended up flopping it up by the pillow so I could flop, or not flop, but roll over. Yep, just like toddlers. He's kidding. But yeah, we think Jasper hurt himself. And he's been down, 2 days? Roy? 3? So Roy's been giving him the dog aspirin and the CBD oil, and he seems to be back up to par. But they're going to have to build a dog ramp for him to get in and out of the rig. Him and Lulu are showing signs of hip issues. So that's what's going on there. So hopefully
he just jumped from the middle of the bed almost to where his dish was.
Yeah. So he's doing all right. All right.
Have its stomach issues.
Hey, Mr. Fits and Dreamers, another member up in here with us. They might have to put, if it's stomach issues, Steve might have to put him on a bland diet for a little bit to get rid of whatever he has.
We're just going to change it. We're going to put Jasper, no. The Phoenix shuttle on the side of the Sierra Views rig.
Yeah. No, not next week. I got appointment today. I'll be leaving. And then my very last appointment's the 29th to go over the results of this. And then I'm done with the neurologist. I got two. Yeah. Well, no, he already said I was done to go to. And then, like I said, I got appointment today and tomorrow. Well, technically Thursday because they're going to come take this off.
Yeah.
So, but yep, I can't leave next week. It'd be nice.
You ain't going home.
And my brother says I ain't going home.
Well, I'll tell you.
So, yep. But that's what's going on there. They're supposed to go over all that with me, so we'll see. This thing is very irritating. I've already dropped it, 3 times?
Mhm.
I forget it's there and I go to walk away and it's Yep. Yep. I'm ready. Well, and my how should I put it? My asthma's ready to get out of Indiana. Yep, make sure you ain't got nothing stuck in the tummy. But hopefully Lucas gets to feeling better too. It ain't fun when your pups are sick at all. It's not like they can tell you.
That I wish they could. I mean, that is one thing I wish they could talk about is what is bothering them, so we could get to the issue right away without having to play Sherlock
Guessing
Holmes
game.
and everything else just to guess and see what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, other than them fatty tumors, Jasper's been a pretty healthy pup.
Yeah.
You know. But for him just to want to not eat, drink, or move, then you know he's not feeling good. Because as you can see, he does not skip a meal.
When he turned the cheese down, I knew that was
Yeah.
it. I mean,
He's a cheese freak.
Seriously wrong. You know, I couldn't get him to eat yesterday or anything, and then last night he did that. I mean, he was on the bed, and he was so limp, like he had no energy. And I raised his head up, and I'd let his head go, and it would fall back down. And I'd raise it up again, and it would fall. And I'd take his paw, and I'd raise it up, and it would just drop. And I went to the door and I'd call him, and I was shaking the milk bones, and I had the cheese out. I had one of those hip and joint things. I'd let him smell it because they go nuts for those. He didn't want nothing to do with it. I couldn't get him off the bed. So I called Tim. Well, we're just gonna have to move him. And,
he ain't like
final moments, you know, and you know he's 85 pounds and. Figured out, you know, Tim's going to help me do that. And, I went outside, when they pulled up, told Tim what was up, and I told Jasper, I hollered up in there, I said, Tim's out here. And then Tim called for Jasper. That dog jumped up off the bed, come running to the door, come outside, tail wagging. I was like, well, he's making a liar out of me.
Yep, he did, didn't he?
He did.
Maybe he needed a Tim fix. Why is my chat not moving again? Heading to Wyoming.
Oh, it was a year ago. I was wondering that I haven't been on my Facebook memories, but I thought about that the other day. I said we ought to be seeing some memories when Stephen Oakey showed up.
Yeah.
Because let's see. Yeah, you were there when they got there. That's right.
Yes, I was back then.
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I knew you were back at that site that we finally went to, but I couldn't remember if you were there.
I was there when Lily came to visit too, hon.
Yeah, and CRV.
I was back by then. Because Lily came first, and then Steve and Oki showed up, and we got to visit with all of them.
So it's not
And
going
it
to be
rained.
not going to be very much longer, and we're going to be have camped with CRV for a year straight.
Yep.
That's the longest we've camped with anybody. Scott was 9
Yeah.
months altogether. Making pulled beef tacos with. Oh, I gotta see a picture of them when you're done. I love me some
Yep.
tacos. So I'm telling you, that man's a sandwich king. All right, I didn't have time to get all my weather stuff done, but I give you the temperature right now.
Okay.
What's the temperature in Quartzsite? It is 104 right now. I thought it was a little warm. 22% humidity. We got a 1% chance of precipitation, which means we'll probably get one raindrop. And it'll probably evaporate before it hits the ground. And what's the high? What's the high temperature today in Quartzsite? With 19% humidity. We're 108 degrees today.
Yeah, if I can read it here.
73,
I don't know what I've done here. I do not know what I've done.
Where's my mouse? Well, according to my brother's weather thing here, it's 73 degrees out, 74% humidity. And I got to go out in this.
Missing the cool pines. I kind of, sort of am, but I think I like the desert better. Don't get me wrong, we ain't never gonna camp in trees again. I ain't saying that. We definitely will. But I think I like the desert is because you don't find this back home in Indiana.
Yeah.
We got pine trees. They're not the ponderosa pines, but we got pine trees. They're like Douglas firs and white pines and stuff like that.
I'm just a regular old pine tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tagged Roy's little cousin back in the thing. Welcome to Indiana sign about corn. Her first time leaving Kentucky, and she said, "I don't care if I ever see another thing of corn."
They're growing corn out here now in the desert.
Are they?
Around Phoenix, yeah. That kind of blew my mind when you seen that.
61 feels like 71. Humidity 81. Hey, Miss Shalia. Weather guy says tropical storms will bring a lot of rain into Arizona starting Saturday. I'm reading it for him because he doesn't pay attention to chat.
But I wonder which side.
I don't know. I just read what Steve told me.
East side or the west side. Arizona's a big state.
Yeah.
We can drive across Indiana one way in like 2.5 hours, and the other way 3.5 hours. You're not doing that here in Arizona. They're growing corn in Marana too.
Marana. Okay.
The crop, corn really surprised me, but I didn't learn about corn until this year out here. But cotton, that surprised me. Seeing cotton fields out here in the desert. I knew they were down in, like they call the Bible Belt area. That's southern part of the country. But I didn't know cotton could grow out here.
Now that I couldn't tell you.
They don't figure out the water situation out west here. Our food supply is really going to dwindle. I didn't know, but Yuma supplies like 90% of this country's winter leafy greens and vegetables and stuff. I did not know that. Yuma.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And they keep getting restricted on how much water they can use about every year. And like this year, I think they're losing 20% that they can use on their crops. So a lot of the farmers aren't even putting crops in now. They're just letting the fields go back to dust. Yeah, cotton in the West. It blows my mind.
I have to say, I can't really blame them, they're wanting them to grow food, but yet they're restricting them. Kind of hard to do both.
Sea Devil Adventures, howdy howdy. Coming up from Mexico. Almost said New Mexico. Might let some pass so you could get some too. I'm not even washing my solar panels right now. I'm at a Grab Pack, howdy howdy.
That's what I say.
It clouded up here yesterday. I had to turn the
Did
generator
it?
off earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I can't get over this generator. I started it around 3:30. I think it was 8:30 last night. I go out there and I filled it up.
Yeah.
9:30 this morning. It's still running. Well, not now. It was 8. Let's see. I got up 9. Got the dogs out. Yeah, it was about 9:15. I shut it off and it still had quite a bit of gas in the tank yet.
That's good. Well, it's helping too that at nighttime it's not as hot, so it's not kicking on as much, right?
What?
The AC at night helps when you're just running. It's not kicking on because of cooler temps.
In the daytime, I've been running the rooftop AC. It gets it cooler in here, and with the fuel hourage, not mileage, that generator's getting. I know it is, but it doesn't seem like it's using very much more to run that rooftop out there. And yesterday I had both of them going for a while. And then once the compressor kicks off, like it gets cold enough in here for it to kick off,
Yeah.
I get up and I'll turn it off and then just run on the window unit for a while. Going Green Mom, howdy howdy. Doing the nasty, working and lurking.
Oh. Yep.
Miss Aaliyah, did we say howdy howdy to Miss Aaliyah?
I did. You don't listen.
Wait, what's up? Why are you? She's not bandaged up. They're looking for a brain.
He's cruising. Let me tell you guys.
Heat stroke, huh? Yeah, that ain't fun. I've had 3 of them?
3 or 4.
One in the Army. I can remember 2 for sure.
One at the Civil War reenactment up in Angola.
You call that a heat stroke?
Yes, because you were chilled, Roy. That's sign of a heat stroke. Bozo. He's still thinking, yeah. You did Angola, one at work, and I think you had one there. What?
Got to say hi to Danny Deeds' spectacular.
How's it feel? You cut me off all the time when I'm saying something.
Yeah, they're not fun. I can feel when I'm about getting bad in the heat because once you've had a heat stroke, you're okay, I can't say that. You can get them again easy. Susceptible. What am I trying to say? Here.
I don't know. Only you know what you're trying to say.
You welcome future heat strokes with open arms. It's basically not so much open arms, but
Susceptible.
They come a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah, I can't say it now because I'm laughing at Roy.
Susceptible. It's been a while since I've had to do big words.
Roy might know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Little pissy Willie Mike passed recently. I heard somebody pass, but I don't know who that is.
I don't know him.
I don't want to start any rumors, but I do want to ask a question, and Desert Adventures in Arizona would know the answer to this, I think. That's not Badge's brother, is it? There was Willie Mike. Maybe that's who I'm confusing. No, not Willie Mike. That would be. Is that his brother?
I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes you can, Danny. Sometimes.
Badge's brother. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Sorry to hear about that. I just know Badge. I didn't know the other ones.
Hey, Diane Phoenix. Howdy, howdy. Okay, yeah, I know Willie Mike. Man, that's sad. Feel for Badge. There's three of them. There was Badge, Willie Mike, and I can't remember the other one. The other one's name passed over the weekend. That's sad. Badge is
Yeah.
a good guy. Badge don't need that. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he did it at work at the, what was it, Pactive at the time, where it got to you.
Yeah, we
And
made
then,
it.
and then we were doing a reenactment up in Angola, and we had to make him sit down. Remember, started getting water down him, putting wet, cold rags all over him to get the body temperature back down. He was not right for about 4 hours, which, I mean, Roy ain't right anyhow, but, you know.
10 years younger than Badge.
Okay,
Jimmy was
yeah.
the other brother. Okay, is the other brother.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, thoughts go out to Badge and the family then, because, you know, they're still your sibling.
So wicked.
So, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to read here.
I'm gonna go back around.
There's nothing.
Oops.
I got to go to town later and get me some gas. I believe I might have enough to get through the rest of the night.
Was.
We'll get me some more gas for sure. Maybe some more canned beans and bacon, just in case I need them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I coached Jasper with it, but he ate his food after I put bean juice on it. It ain't been 30 minutes, has it already? Wow, Rose, it has.
Yeah. Yep, it's time.
She's asleep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's who he was. He was, okay. Okay. Wow, I can't believe it's been 30 minutes already.
Yep.
10. It really does. It only seems like about 10. Thanks for the reminder, Rose. We'll be right back.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes and nice shows. Boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade blues, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back, but hey. Don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar. Why you look so?
The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Howdy, howdy. I can't say it like he does on his videos. That's neat how he says that.
Oh.
I'm your boy G and Gypsy the Queen or something like that. That's pretty cool. My phone vibrated and I thought I got a message. Okay. Let's thoughts and prayers and vibes and everything, of course, with Badge, but also our buddy G. He's in a little bit of a dangerous situation. Where he's at, they got forest fire going on, and he's almost surrounded. And from one of the messages, Tim's been actually chatting with him on it. I've been glancing. Been busy with Jasper. Been busy getting ready for the morning. Says he is safe. We aren't. we are safe from the fire, and if they put it out, I'm good. But if the winds change and we get smoke and I'm out, or we sometimes you have to decode G's texts. I don't know why. um, they're at a level 3 evacuation. Okay, there we go. But yeah, let's hope G does all right and get out of there. He's a camp host at one of the, I think it's National Forest or something like that. Group evacuation wall, camp hosted in the area where he's at. They not yet. I'm really surprised they haven't though. Misha asked you a question about your styling hat there.
It's driving me. It's cotton, but they put some kind of goop to attach the little electrodes, and I'm starting to itch. So I'm hoping it ain't a reaction to it, because I just want to dig. And I know that ain't good, but hey. Come on Thursday at 10:30. That's all I have to say.
There, you guys got to go to the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla's channel and listen to him say that he is I am the gorilla that is the, wait,
Come on, Roy,
I am
talk.
the gorilla that is vanilla, and this is the gypsy, and she is my queen. He throws a boy
Yep.
G in there too sometimes. Yeah, his editing skills are just out of this world. Yeah, forest fires are bad this year.
Yep.
Not around here though this year. What was it? Year before last is when they were really
Really bad. Yep.
fires. 2 more days, Danny says you can do it, Becky. Dear.
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, he gets tongue-tied easy. I'm used to it with him.
Big words. Big words. Going Green Mom, she tries to enunciate them for me in chat a lot of times. She keeps me straight.
It's a hard job, ain't it, going green, Mom?
Anyway, I got some new threads. Is that what they call them? Threads.
Yep.
109 degrees there yesterday. We're going to be 108 today. But by the way, these things fit too, and they're size 10.
Size 10s?
Yeah. What'd you
I
order?
thought I did 11s.
There's 10 right on the bottom of them.
But they fit?
They fit
Okay.
perfectly. I got new Crocs. Yep, these fit perfectly. I love Crocs. But see, I'm a type of person that has to wear the strap. I don't like it flip forward because you Croc wearers, I don't know how y'all do it, but I see a lot of them with them flip forward. But
He can't.
edge right here, look how deep that ledge is. Be walking along and that slides off your foot and you step right on that with your arch. Oh my gosh, it's like stepping on a Lego. Yeah, I love my Crocs. I think Jasper ate my last. Was it Jasper?
No, that was Moose.
Moose. Okay.
Moose ate the straps off the back of one.
If life gives you forest fires, don't stick around to roast marshmallows. No kidding. I get chip over name brand Crocs. Hey, Moobang for your bucks. Howdy, howdy. You guys go check. Most of you already have Moobang, but if you ain't got Moobang, go check his channel out. Man, that guy's full of tips and tricks and everything else. But yeah, Becky got me new Crocs for my birthday. And new shirt. These are the cool shirts, I believe. What's that say?
Original vintage 19 raw authentic 1971.
Are you
That's
saying
his
I'm old?
birth year. Huh?
Are you saying I'm old?
You're vintage.
Vintage. That's saying you're old.
Uh,
I thought you was trying to be nice to me and buy me birthday gifts. And here's another one. You are saying I'm old.
he just now I'm not old. I'm vintage or old school. I can't remember what. We can't see the bottom, dear. I'm a classic. There you go.
It's that cool material too.
Yeah, it's like silky.
Silky.
Yep.
Kind of. It's polyester is what it says. He does do some awesome do-it-yourself videos. He's like the ultimate van builder for quick and easy, van camping. And of
Yeah.
course, filmmaker. Like my Crocs, the straps are for locking them into sports mode, they say. I kind of remember 71. I mid 1950s edition.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought those two. Oops, there goes this
Thanks,
thing.
CRU.
Ow. Yeah, I saw those T-shirts, and I knew you'd been looking at Crocs for a while, so I just sent them that way.
Here's a Timu order. How much were they on
Yeah.
Timu?
Timu. How
Huh.
much? Yeah, it come through. All of them came through Timu.
But how much were the Crocs, though?
I don't know, maybe $8.
I mean, because, look how much they were at Walmart.
They were like $8. So
Because I gave like $10 for my last pair, and they wanted almost $20 or $30 for a pair of Crocs. Yeah, I am the strap wearer.
yep, Roy has a reason because he's been known to damn near fall flat because he steps on them.
29 and hold it. Tim's a 65 Classic Edition. That itchy nose. Somebody's talking about me. So today, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Other than get gas, I know I got to do that.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing right now. After this, I gotta get ready to go to my next appointment. I think I got everything set out for it, but
Partying 2024 for 9 will be 70. Did you ever wear Daisy Duke shorts
no,
growing up?
no, he's not allowed to.
Not now, growing up. I'm sure I did. I remember those gym shorts with the stripes.
Yeah, he had those and the tube socks up to his knees. I think they were green with the tube socks, green and white.
I was styling in the 80s.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday tonight for us. That's a sign.
Hey, Rob on the road.
You're gonna don't just wait quietly in a quarter till Becky tells you what to do. I usually do that.
You're full of it.
There ain't nowhere in town to get tacos right now. Wait, what's the date today? Taco Bell might be open.
Yeah.
I think it opened up on the 14th, as a matter of fact. Now, I've already did
Yeah, it's itching, going green, Mom. And then you figure whatever goop they use to attach it. Yeah.
Rib Tuesday. That's cool. I almost got ribs night before last, but said I got the meatloaf dinner. That was my eating out for them. We're pretty strict about that. I will say that. Me and Becky will eat out once, maybe
Once a month. Yeah. Date night. We do try to do date night at least once a month.
we'd wear Umbros with biker shorts and underneath,
What is this?
and the parachute pants. With
Oh
all them
yeah,
stickers on
gotta
them.
remember those.
So I went over to Coyote the other night and got me a meatloaf dinner.
Yeah.
It's kind of running
Yeah.
late that night anyway. By the time I got around and getting things ready and that,
Roy, you're always running late.
and I was in town, I bought that rake, and I thought, you know what, I couldn't go get fish Friday night because of the live. And that's what I wanted. So I said, I'm going to see what they got tonight. But they had the typical normal ribs, chicken, meatloaf, some sort of noodle.
I like their chicken. I know that's good.
Yeah, their chicken's really good. Sweatpants, roll them up to the top of your knee. Oh, yeah, I remember doing that too. Becky does that still today.
I still run. It ain't on purpose, Roy. It's an act.
MC Hammer pants. Oh, yep. Oh, my gosh. Those were like wind sail pants.
Yeah.
Parachute pants.
I
How many wore the Michael Jackson glove? Because I had quite a few friends that did
well,
that. Wore that Michael Jackson glove. Fingers cut out. I live in sweat during the winter here.
well, put it in my honesty. The one pant leg goes up on its own, and I just leave it there. How's that? I don't mess with it.
Or pinch and roll the jeans at the bottom of the legs. You have to do that all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
Pants.
If it goes up that way, like if I'm sitting and it rolls up, I just leave it.
U.S. Army silky shorts. How'd you get silky shorts?
He's special and you're not. How's that?
Barefoot socks and Crocs. The Crocs weren't out when I was in the Army. I think jelly shoes was the fad that had just died when I went in the Army. Remember the jelly shoes?
Oh God, yes. I don't know how many blisters I had from wearing those, but I'd turn around and buy more of them because that was what was in style.
Can you still buy the temporary filling in the store?
What filling for your teeth?
Going Green Mom lost the filling, yeah. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, until you get to the dentist, you put that in.
they used to, anyways.
Jelly shoes should have died before they were put on sale. I remember my sister, she had a bunch of them. Did you have some?
What?
Jelly shoes.
Yeah, I just said I don't know how many times I got blisters on them from them, and then turn around and buy more.
Super cool.
Yeah, Walmart used to have it. Going Green Mom. I'd look online to make sure they still carry it.
You
But
can
they
go
used
dentist
to.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's nice to have on hand if one does fall out. You just
Yeah, and you can't get into an emergency dentist.
bell bottoms.
Oh, I hate it, bell bottom.
Those were when I was in elementary school. Those were still in.
Yeah. No, it never failed. It was
I had
bell
jelly
bottom corduroys. I hated them.
PT shorts in the Air Force. I think we had the same ones, but they weren't silky.
They weren't silky.
No,
You, it's because you was not special. That's why.
Crocs will never go out, and if they do, I'll buy enough pairs to pass on my way.
Yeah, I love Crocs.
Pegging the cuff of your jeans.
Yes, that was a style where you rolled them up a little bit, just a little. I think your sister still does that. But yeah, it was always they were bell bottoms, but they were corduroy bell bottoms. I hated them.
I only own one pair right now, but that ain't going to be the only pair because I am going to get more of them. We'll see how these do from Temu.
Yeah. But I know he's missing his because he likes, like, if he has to go outside to check something real quick at night, he would always slip the Crocs on. Well, when we live at home, Moose decided to demolish them.
I always liked corduroy pants. Anybody ask? I didn't even think to look.
I don't like
That's
corduroys.
it again. Apparently, nobody did though. Nobody wore the Michael Jackson glove.
Nope.
I did. I had quite a few friends. What was the song?
Rob.
"Eat It" by Michael Jackson. Not "Eat It." That's Weird Al Yankovic. "Beat It" by Michael Jackson. We used to carry remember the big boom boxes?
Yeah.
Right before school, every morning we cruised the halls. We had like 20 minutes to do it before the bell went off, where we had to be in class. It was everybody be cruising the halls, and
Yeah.
a lot of us would have our boom boxes, and we got them up on our shoulder. Everybody was playing Michael Jackson "Beat It" at the time, and then "Eat It"
Yeah.
came. It kind of took over the halls.
Going green, Mom. The dentist that did my last dental work for me told me the reason mine were falling out was that they didn't clear out the spot properly, and that's why my fillings did not latch or stay.
Desert boots.
I don't know.
I miss
You
my.
got one dentist tells you one thing, the other one tells you the other. I don't know who to believe. I don't have that problem no more.
Suede shoes. That I never had.
I never had those.
What was that song? "Don't Step on My Blue Suede Shoes."
Yep, that's Elvis, honey.
Michael Jackson and the famous. Yeah, and that was a fad where everybody and their grandmother was a break dancer.
Nope, never tried that stunt either.
Hey, Cookie, howdy. Well, the only thing that I ever tried was the wave. Remember the wave?
Yes, dear.
I did try to moonwalk once.
Hey, Cookie. Yeah, that was a big thing, watching everybody do the moonwalk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, turtleneck dickies. Yeah, I remember the turtleneck.
I could not stand turtlenecks.
I didn't mind them actually.
No, my mom would buy them, I'd wear them, and oh, I hated it.
Turtlenecks were handy when we were teenagers. That's all.
Yeah, that part. But
Of course, at that time, if you were wearing a turtleneck,
everybody knew.
everybody knew what was on your neck.
Yeah. Good thing living in small town. Everybody knows your business but you.
Tried a pair of Crocs once, wore them a couple times, and threw them away. No good down here in the heat. My last pair was loose fitting.
Yeah.
These are snug. That's what I wanted. I wanted some snug ones, but they don't have half sizes, and I'm a 10 and a half. So we went with 11 the last time, and they kind of moved around on my feet. And they were dangerous when they were wet. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. He likes them just if he has to step outside, Steve, like say he notices, like he thinks the solar panel ain't working right. He can slip those on quick, go out, fix it, come back in. Or like the one time we both had to get up, remember, put the awning in at 1 o'clock in the morning. We both slipped our Crocs and slid them on to get them up.
Now, let's go back even before our teenage years.
Shut up. I don't want to remember my teenage years.
I wore these a lot as a kid. Y'all remember Granimals?
Yep, those are back.
Are they back?
Yeah, for kids, yeah.
I wore a lot of Granimals when I was a kid.
Oh, yes, they did go through the batteries, Linda.
Chef, go big and add insults. Life of Lucretia made it back home.
Cool.
Howdy. Welcome back. Turtlenecks were made to cover up hickeys. Yeah, that's exactly what they were for. Like I said, if you were wearing a turtleneck back in the 80s, everybody knew when you was wearing a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Might as well just not even wore one.
We're getting wind. I can hear
A
it.
little bit here. Those boom boxes ate through those D batteries. Yeah, they did. I had one that had a big old speaker in the middle, and then the two on the outside. It was huge too. I mean, I carried it around. It was like this, and it was heavy. And I think it took 10 D batteries. Might even have been 12. I think it was 10.
I don't know, honey. I don't remember.
My mom
That was too
picked
long
that
ago.
for Christmas, and she only paid $3 for it because she won it on a door prize at a bingo. Or maybe it was an auction. I think it might have been an auction they were at. There was some Christmas
Something like that. It's either playing bingo or that.
Had just one cassette player on it. That's about the time the dual cassettes were coming out too. But that was a Magnavox. Oh, I love that thing, man! It had the shortwave radio on it. It was. That's when we were making our what do they call them? Our mixtapes.
Yeah, mixtapes.
Off the radio, your favorite song come on, you record it, and then you got a copy of it, and then I used to hate it when the DJ started talking over them. They used to not do that. And Dr. Demento, I recorded a lot of Dr. Demento on that thing.
Yeah, he's drove me nuts with Dr. Demento. They're coming at fish eggs, roly-poly fish eggs, and
fish
and
heads.
and they're coming to take me away. Yeah.
Coming to take me away. Ho ho hee hee.
Yep, that was Roy's right there. That's what he played. Drove me nuts.
Back before you could get rechargeable. Yeah, if there was rechargeable batteries, they were expensive back then. How we recharge our batteries, we'd put them in the freezer. It worked for a tiny bit. Moon over Miami, howdy howdy.
Hey, Moon over Miami.
Still have double cassette. I don't have any.
I think I got rid of a bunch of them.
No, but I ain't got. But I know where well, they were. My first wife kept all mine.
Yeah, but the ones that we had together, I think we got rid of those a while back.
I think so.
Because we were doing more with CDs than anything with music.
Yeah, I got really good with my mixtapes. Good luck at the dentist, going green, Mom.
Yep. I hate dentist appointments, period.
Oh, I love Dr. Demento.
You got to go with this?
Okay.
Or stop it there?
I got it right here. You don't have
Okay.
it right there.
Doreen, the plan is September. Once I get done with this appointment today, I'll know for sure exactly when, but it will be September. Then I know, and then I can try to get my plane ticket bought so I can get out.
I'll tell you.
My brother said he's hog tying me,
Can't go nowhere.
so I can't leave.
Oh, I know. I see that, Rob. I wonder what mine would have been worth. I know a song popped into my head from Dr. Demento. It was Egg Essential Blues. That's a good one. Pencil Neck Geek. That's a good one. Busby Adventures. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Bugsby. Thank you. But yeah, I hated dentists. I dreaded them like, oh. Because I don't care what they tell you. It always seemed like your mouth was sore when they got done with you than
Busby,
before.
she got out of line. I had to jump on a plane. Flew back
No.
to Indiana. And, you know,
I can, let me see.
It's my story. I'm sticking to it.
If you look, see, I got one of those wig nets too.
They're actually looking for a brain.
That's what I got. They're a little, ouch, snap too. Well, there it is.
All they
They're
would have
doing
to do
an
was ask
EEG on me for 72 hours is what they're doing.
They didn't have to go all this. All they would have to do was call me, and I'd have told them you had brain.
Yeah, Roy, hush.
Camping Therapy, another member. Howdy, howdy. Have a copy
You're
of
cruising, buddy.
Dunk cassette. No other album was needed in the summer. Just a box of batteries and a basketball court. Yeah, ours was baseball. I never really did the basketball thing too much. Well, Camp Therapy, you just missed a story. I had to jump on a plane, head back to Indiana, and put her back in line. She got out of line there.
No, they're doing an EEG. It's a 72-hour EEG.
They're looking for
He's trying to pinpoint the headaches. I don't know. I think it's in my neck, to be honest,
the wet dreams.
because between Atlanta driving, traffic, and then I had a really bad reaction when I was a teenager to medicine. It threw me into convulsions. So,
Howdy, howdy, Doreen. Hope you and Steve are doing good.
Yep.
Been enjoying them pictures on Facebook.
I did try to explain to the doctor that I usually know when I'm getting a migraine, it starts in my neck. So,
I feel for you when Becky gets back here getting a big whooping with a
Yep. So, but yep, it's driving me crazy. My head's itching. I want to, yeah. It ain't no fun, I'll tell you what.
Hard to hear me again. I keep
Did
forgetting.
you move the camera again? You can't sit still.
There. All right, that should be a lot better.
Should be.
I remembered it at the right before the live, but then I forgot to move it.
Oh.
So have you heard any voices through that thing?
You better hush.
Hey, I watched Mad Max 2 last night.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know that movies are based out of Australia.
I didn't know that
The
part.
American desert.
No.
Right, women
I
never
didn't know
forget.
that.
We get even. I know.
Yeah, the neurologist is trying to pinpoint. I told him it was in my neck because my migraines start right in my neck area. I could feel it draw up tight. So we'll see. I'm not very, this ain't exactly my favorite hair thing to be wearing right now. So I'll get over it. Someday.
Mad Max is the documentary series on how the Aussies elected their politicians. I've never watched those movies. I haven't even watched the one with Tina Turner in. That one's next now, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, the ice cream. He probably did. He just ain't going to admit to it.
No, I went and bought more cookies because I forgot the ice cream.
Oh, but
I did get another pack of cookies, though.
I got Potty. Yeah. Yeah, the wind has picked up. So it's going to be. We didn't get. When was the storm supposed to hit?
Last
Roback?
night, those said, but it didn't hit.
Yeah, we didn't get hit by him. So
Hey,
I'm not.
another member snuck in here. William Brody.
Hey, William Brody. And Doreen from Camping Therapy. If I didn't say hi,
I said hi to Camping Therapy.
I know, but I don't remember if I did. So I said hi again.
She did what we did at Potato Creek when a storm.
Had to go for the bathroom.
That was the last part on the video, but I don't know if they win or not. But that was a heck of a lightning strike. Entire Maniac series. It's in 3 movies and a cult classic.
Okay. Yeah.
Ain't there 4 movies?
I don't know.
I thought there was one that had come out like in the mid 2000s
Hey,
or something.
I got to get ready, so I'm going to step
Yeah,
down.
look at the Mad Max movies.
All right? He's not listening. Anyways, everybody, have a great day today. I got to get ready for that appointment. We've been on over an hour.
Alrighty. Root beer
All
floats.
right.
Everybody's having root beer floats.
Yeah. So have a good day, everybody. I'm getting down all the way. So
Okay.
I'll talk to you later, all right? I'll let you know how the appointment goes. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Went to Pavilion. All the employees were there. Wicked storm last night. One campground sent everyone to the bathroom. We've had to do that one time in a campground. Mad Max. Got Mad Max, 1979. Mad Max 2, 1981. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, 1985. Mad Max Fury Road, 2015. In 2024, there's going to be one called Forlosa, May of 2024. And then there's another one after that called Mad Max The Wasteland that does not have a date on it yet. So there's 4 movies out right now, soon to be 6, it looks like. Lots of trees down. We had some pretty bad looking storms that was around. I don't know if they were really storms though, but they looked bad. But I think we got like 30 raindrops out of that. That was it. Okay. How far are you from the Grand Canyon South Rim? Hold on, I'll let you know. I want to say about 4 hours, but we'll see how far I was off. Navigate to Grand Canyon South Rim. We had 3 bad storms. Wow, within a week. Well, I was close. 4 hours and 45 minutes. 269 miles. That takes a little bit of getting used to driving across, like I was talking earlier. I mean, I could cover the state of Indiana from west to east, north to south in one day. You cannot do that here in Arizona. Show us your shirt. It looks awesome. Oh, yeah, this is, he's hitting a hookah. I forget where I got this shirt. Yeah, he's hitting a hookah. They call them hookahs. I call them what they are. Bongs. Because that's what it is. I don't know what's in that hookah bong thing that he's doing. So y'all can use your imagination. But I do know one person that actually puts tobacco in one of these and uses it. That's the only person I know that does that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts. I just did laundry, so I know I think I wore it the other day, like towards the end of the week. But I did laundry over the weekend, so now I got 2 new shirts. Yeah, hook up the 6-foot cord. I got a lot more shirts up there, but most of them are black because black's my favorite color. But you don't want to wear black out here. Not in the desert, not in the summertime. No. And I see people doing it all the time, and I'm like, organic tobacco. That's a good one. I see people wearing black out here a lot in this heat, and I'm like, man, how are you doing that? Famous line, who are you? 5,067 miles from the South Rim. Just a short hop. Yeah. That one black shirt really wear that. In my high school days, I was the kid in black. I wore black everywhere. I had a black hat, black shirt, black pants. My shoes were black. I wasn't gothic, but black was it. I mean, I had my Guns N' Roses concert shirts. I'd never been to a Guns N' Roses concert, but I had Guns N' Roses shirts, all black. Um, if you caught me in any color besides black, it was very, very, very rare that I wore anything but black. Yeah, black goes with anything. It goes with anything except dandruff. When I got older, I was like, hey, man, I can't wear black anymore. Because dandruff runs in my family pretty heavily. And so I went from black to gray. I still wear black or camel. But yeah, I was the kid in black. There was a few of us that wore nothing but black, but not a lot. Hitch up in tow, howdy howdy. Don't wear black, wear SPF 50 instead. Let's see. People with Grand Canyon. Wait. If enough people with the Grand Canyon only 4-star reviews, will it become the adequate canyon? One of these days we'll get back up there. Wait, did you see the photos I tagged you in? Oh, yes, I did. I did see those. That looked like a lot of fun. I was trying to see if I knew actors, um, but I didn't recognize any of them. A lot of those are probably DNA related to me, though. Blue jeans, t-shirts, flannel shirts. I'm still the same way. My closet looked like a blue, black and blue, purple camo shorts all year round, unless it's super cold. Then it's slightly longer shorts. You can wear black in Arizona. You just stay in air conditioning. Yeah, I learned that. Wearing a black T-shirt today, I almost spontaneously combusted running out to the mailbox. I know. I had slipped mine on. I had one on, and I went outside, and I took it off immediately. Well, I was going to town, so I grabbed the shirt, and it was black. I went out the door, and I pulled it off, come back in, and got one of my white shirts. Yeah, black in the desert does not mix in the summer. Alrighty, Rose. But also, and a lot of people can verify this too, I run around with no shirt mostly until it gets cold. Like as soon as I click in broadcast on this live, this shirt is off. I don't like wearing shirts. I was raised that way though. Every guy in my family never wore a shirt outside. Every time you turn around, all my dad, all my uncles, both sides, mom and dad's, none of the guys had shirts on in the summertime. And if they were wearing a shirt, the only reason they had a shirt on was to carry their cigarettes rolled up in the sleeve. Remember people used to do that? Went to Yuma and had a black shirt on and took it off quick. I do not blame you a bit. Don't keep in mind. Check this out. This surprised me when I looked this up. So I'm gonna do it again. What is the spontaneous combustion temperature? It's 130 degrees. That's what okay. What is the temperature of spontaneous combustion? Yeah, yeah. It's 130 degrees for spontaneous combustion. The ground gets hotter than that. I walk around shirtless too when it's hot. I ain't got no problem with that. And I'm not saying that as a perverted way either. It's just, hey, you remember the National Geographic when he was a kid? You know, they did it. Um, if guys can do it, women should be able to too. But then you got your perverts out there that would really, oh yeah, you know. But no, it's and there's guys' boobs out there that's just as big as women's boobs. What's the difference? That's a trick question. Spontaneous combustion depends on the medium that is combusting. Solar cooking, yeah, great balls of fire. Cook an egg on the ground, pretty much. I absolutely would never do that. Now, if the culture was different, then that would be different because you would be used to it. But yeah, I mean, could you imagine like if they made a law now? Okay, all women can run around shirtless. There's still majority of the women still wouldn't do it because we've been used to the shirts. I'm okay with women going shirtless. You can in New York, from what I hear. New York City, I think it's legal there. Good AC filters, but they kind of depend on flare temperature of the material involved. Yeah, there is a day that they do that in Asheville, North Carolina. There's somewhere in Michigan too. They do it, uh, not far from South Bend because our local news station would cover it. Day Desert Adventures in Arizona. I hope Lucas, if they just because they wanted equality. I've yet to see a female topless thing. That's what I mean. The culture is so used to it. They can pass all the laws they want, but it's the women. You know, it's up to them. It's even up to the guys. You know, there's a lot of guys now that are embarrassed to go without a shirt. I'm not one of them. I will never be one of them. That's my way of cooling off. And I think it should be fair for the women to do that. And I don't mean that in a perverted way, because look at the tribes. They're back in the day and all that. They all did it, and they're sitting there doing their stuff, and their stuff's hanging out. Nobody cares because that's the way the culture was. You know, sounds like I need to visit North Carolina. I imagine they'd probably get used to it now after a while. They're called private parts. That means keep them private. Yeah, me too. I don't care. That's just not embarrassed, but I don't go around topless. I'm just used to a shirt being on my skin. I can't do it. It pains me to put a shirt on in the summertime. It really does. I'm going to be the 90-year-old man running around topless. I'm warning y'all now. Bikini top is the closest thing I will get that's at a beach. Yeah, and there's places that will even complain about that, and that's wrong. Now I'm not saying run around naked, because there's that part you really should be seeing. But of course, they didn't do that either in the tribes. They had something. They had a flap or something. They covered that part up. Thank you, William. I like to know who made the women cover up. I mean, because it's not fair. I am proudly Peter Japan. I know people like that too, camp therapy. Ain't no way I could do that. Ain't no way. I'm not running around with my butt hanging out in the air. I think nudity over there is less of an issue. What here is over here at the Magic Circle, which I need to go shoot a video over there before everybody gets over there. Was an idiot. I agree, Cookie. I agree. Butt floss, exactly. But it's just I don't even know how them would be comfortable. I really don't. Wedgies are uncomfortable. I couldn't imagine having a string up your butt. I'm not in Italy. Okay. Banana hammocks. Well, or see out here it's ponchos. you can tell the nudists out here because they're all wearing ponchos. They wear ponchos to town. They wear ponchos to the water dump. Just don't let them bend over in front of you. If they go to bend over, turn around real quick. Look the other direction. Yeah, the chat has changed. A man. Nope, not happening. I wear regular swimming shorts, trunks. But do they even call them trunks anymore? Swimming trunks? I wonder how they even got that name. Swimming trunks. Why were they never just called swimming shorts? George. Yeah, this is not supposed to be there. I agree, Cookie. That's what I was thinking. Sandra, Sandy Robinson Corner. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Morning. You're welcome. Channel of the day, Mobang. Yep, Mobang. I hope to see him this winter. I went to Bulgaria, a couple years ago, with a lady sitting by the urinals, passing out toilet paper. Okay. You look good. That they do, Cookie. That they do. I think I'm gonna go about another 10 minutes because I didn't eat breakfast. I've been running behind, talking to people on phone about Jasper and solar. I've been on the phone all morning, pretty much. I talked to. Well, I left a message for Nettie, but then she messaged me back because I was talking to them about Jasper last night. Well, about the live this weekend. And I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be there because I really thought Jasper was leaving this world last night. And then talked to Tim, talked to Weekend RVing, tried calling CRV, but left a message. Jasper has taken a turn for the best, not better, best. I mean, he's almost back to 100%. He got so bad yesterday, last night, Misha. I actually thought he was dying. I was losing it last night. That's my buddy. He got so bad last night. He was laying at an angle on the blankets, but he got so limp on me. I really thought he was dying. I raised his head up. He dropped his head as soon as I let go. And his paw, he would drop it. And his tail, he would just barely thump his tail. like, I know you're there, Dad. I'm happy you're here. And just the look on his face. I mean, he just had this look, and Daisy, our beagle, had that same look. So I called Tim and told Tim, I said, I think Jasper's dying on me. And Tim came over. I told Jasper, I said, Tim's out here. Tim hollered for Jasper. Jasper jumps off the bed, comes running outside. He's running around outside, walking around like nothing's wrong. And I looked at him and I said, you're making a liar out of me, Jasper. But he could have been weak from the night before. The oh man, I was in rough shape last night. I really was. Lulu's my buddy. Lulu's my dog. But me and Jasper are pretty close. He's a guy's dog. He goes where I go. He'll stay by me. I don't have to put him on a leash. That dog is the best dog we've ever had as far as listening. He knows what he can and can't do. He does a perimeter check. He's just a cool dog. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh no, he wasn't dehydrated because he drinks a lot of water. And I put a little tiny pinch of salt in their water for their electrolytes because that's what you do with a dog. You can't give them Gatorade in it. It's not good for them. But this is what I think was wrong with him last night. I think last night he was really wanting to sleep because we were up the night before. The night before he was really uncomfortable. He couldn't get to sleep. He'd lay down, he'd get up. He'd lay down, he'd get up. He'd lay down. He did that all night long. He kept me up. So I think he just said, forget it. I'm going to sleep. Leave me alone. But then when Tim came over here, I got to go see Tim. So he went out and he seen Tim and Crystal. Stayed out with us for a good 20, 30 minutes, drank water out there. Came back in, was full of energy. I was cutting ham up for my ham and beans, so I gave him a piece of ham. He scarfed that down, no problem. And when he wasn't eating before, he turned the cheese down. That dog don't ever turn cheese down. And hey, Sandy's Corner. No, I do that all the time. And so I made my ham and beans, and I took some of the bean juice and I put on his food because we feed him bistro. I think it's Purina. They really like that stuff. Got real meat in it. He wouldn't eat that at first. In the morning, he didn't eat his breakfast. So I put that bean juice on there, and I put his hip and joint treats in there, and I put that down in front of him, and he ate it all. And then he got up and he was barking at me like he did at the beginning of the live stream. Went back out, did some business, come back in, and was throwing the blankets around, rooting up underneath them, trying to play with Lulu. It was like a relief I just felt a relief. I was like, yes, he's back. It is. I've Gatorade, and I watched on History Channel yesterday. It wasn't on there. I went back and watched like on demand. There's a show called The Food That Built America. I love that show. I love all them What Built America shows. They did a Gatorade segment. And how they invented it was the football team coach. His players was drinking a ton of water. And Going Green Mom brought this up to me when this heat first started coming on. I was drinking a ton of water. I couldn't figure out why I was getting cramps in the legs and that. Now, what that football coach did was he gathered the sweat from his players to figure out what they were sweating out. And that's where the potassium and all the minerals come from. Not from the sweat, but he knew what he had to replace. The very first Gatorade was nasty. The boys couldn't even drink it. It was so nasty. And then he got it flavored with how the aid came along was the Gator is for the football team. The aid is after lemonade and it was aiding the football team. He was shooting for the lemonade comparison, but they started calling it swamp juice in the news. Said the Florida Gators drinking swamp juice, and what Gatorade was doing was it was making them win the second halves because you get better. They started calling this a performance drink. It almost got outlawed, but they realized that what it was doing, and the football they were beating number one football teams left and right in the second halves. Not the first half because those football teams they were still energetic, the opposite team. Well, the second half in the Florida Heat, they were worn out. Not the Florida Gators. They were drinking their Gatorade and it was giving them energy, and it was they were wiping them out in the second half. Very interesting story about it though. Take so many blood pressure pills. Oh, yep. Yeah, radiation made me drink a lot. I didn't do chemo, but radiation made me drink a ton of water. Straight water in excess removes minerals. That's what it was doing to me. Once I got on the Gatorade, my leg cramps and that are gone. So I got 2 cans. I can make 10 gallons all for a month. 1 can was not enough out here, so I got 2. I got the blue and I got the lemon lime. When I get back into Walmart, I'm going to get the lemon lime, the blue, and the orange. Them are my 3 flavors that I like. But it was lemon lime first. They came out. And then they came out with the orange drink after that. They filled it up with what did they fill up with sugar? Fearless Rambler, howdy. Aloe is good for hydration. You can drink it, but I recommend mixing it. It tastes bitter. I bet. I drink Gatorade. Plain cookie, blood pressure pills definitely dehydrate. Oh yeah. But his football players, back to that story, they were, he was losing football players, not death or nothing like that. Though heat stroke was one of the number one killers back then of football players. But they were cramping up. They weren't good for the rest of the game. And he said, I don't understand it. They're drinking a ton of water, but they weren't urinating. And so that's when he came up with the idea, I'm going to gather their sweat and see what they're sweating out. And we're going to replace that in a drink. And that's what led to Gatorade. Now get this. It was developed on Florida Gators University. I don't know the name of the university, but it was developed there with their equipment. But he asked them, would you guys be willing to fund this? They said no. So he took his own money, him and some other people, and developed this. They tried to sell it back to the university. The university said, we don't want nothing to do with it. The minute it started making money, the university turned around and sued the people, wanting money out of it because it was making a ton of money. So the court settled with giving the university, they get 20% of every Gatorade bottle that's sold goes to the university. And as far as I know, that's still going on today. Powerade, great, love it. It's going away from what I hear. I think Gatorade owns Powerade now. I think Powerade's getting phased. I think that's the one. Is Powerade being phased out? Powerade getting brand relaunch in 2023. Okay, so maybe not. Under auspices of Body Armor, Coca-Cola, which owns Gatorade, will soon bring its Powerade sports drink brand in North America under the strategic Body Armor Sports Nutrition Management team. Wait, Powerade being discontinued. In an effort to meet the changing demands of today's marketplace, Coca-Cola continues to innovate with its beverages, including evolving its Powerade brand under the strategic direction of Body Armor. Powerade will relaunch in 2023. It was hard to find for a while. That's why I thought they were going to make it. They should not have gotten a single penny. They didn't fund them. They don't deserve that money. I agree. The court said they did use university equipment to develop it, but the guy offered it to him. You know, he wanted to sell the whole thing to him, and the university said, nope, we don't want nothing to do with it. But the minute it started making a ton of money, boy, they wanted something to do with it then. They regretted their decision. It's multi-billion dollar, the sports drinks are a multi-billion dollar market now. Just trying to tell you the recipe to make your own electrolytes. Oh, it popped up for Google for me one day too. I Fierce Rammer, I like Powerade better. I wish I could get Powerade in the can, the powder. That's the only reason I'm drinking Gatorade now is because I can get it in the can. It used to come in a quart can. Remember, like High C? That was another one that they talked about too. Was High C? It was juice, High C. No, it was Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Well, juices, Kool-Aid, High C, and Gatorade. Much cheaper, less sugar, nasty ingredients. When you Google the best sports drink out there, Gatorade pops up for that. But I like Powerade better. I really do. But they were selling Powerade here for like $1 a bottle and now the whole rack, everything's empty. That's why I thought they were doing away with it. It was $1.25 a bottle. This size. These are 28 ounces. These are two servings in here. 2.5 servings. This is 2.5 servings. Why they don't take it just to 3, but 2.5. But they were selling Powerade cheap. White Frost Gatorade's really good too. The thing with Gatorade is I get heartburn from it, from the citrus acid that's in it. Oh, that's Moose over there drinking water. Oh, sounds like something was dripping. I didn't see Moose move. Yep, citrus acid in here gives me heartburn. Hey, come here. Come here, Moose. Moosey. He's not getting your food there. Come here, Moose. Good boy. Now you quit now. Here, Lulu. Over here. Well, y'all in the mood today. Coca-Cola tried to sell Dasani to the UK and it didn't work. I think they still own that too. Man, back in the 80s, we didn't have no bottled water. You went to the faucet and got it. You have a great day, Chem Therapy. Most, like Nestle bottled water, when you buy bottled water that's Nestle, it's a 99% chance that that's Lake Michigan water. Used to diet soda, the rest tastes sweet. I have heard that, but I don't much care for diet soda. Relieves heartburn, huh? Citrus acid? It's the sugar that's causing it. Gatorade saved me a couple times. I like green apple Gatorade, but it is hard to find. I have not found that in this town yet, and that is one of my favorite ones is green apple. If Yeah, yeah. That's. I'm pretty sure that's it. Mine is lemon lime, blue, orange, the apple flavors too. Couple of the frosted ones. I don't like the fruit punch. I don't like the cherry. Uh, Grape is good. I like the grape. But in the cans, you don't. In the cans at Walmart, they had blue, which I forget what the blue's called. It says orange here, but this was an orange bottle. What's this one? This one says lemon lime, but it's just water. I like the bottles. The bottles are thicker. That's why I've saved the bottles. Um, Plus, we have stainless steel water bottles, but they're only 17 ounces. Down one of them in no time at all. Was saving the regular water bottles, but those aren't bottles. Those are bags. This is a bottle. Those great value ones, those are water bags. Them are not bottles. Um, but again, that's only what I think 17 ounces. I think on a water bottle. These and what I was saving the water bottles for was the plastic ones. Our stainless steel ones are insulated. It would take them quite a long time to cool off in a refrigerator for me. That'd be cool. So I started saving a couple water bottles so I could put water back in them, get them in the fridge. That way, I'd have cold water a lot quicker than waiting on them insulated bottles. It would take usually 24 hours for them bottles to get cold, those insulated ones. And I like cold water, so I started using the plastic bottles. Well, then when I went over to Gatorade, these are bottles. These things you can beat on them. They don't. They're tough. So I got rid of all my water bottles, and I saved all my Gatorade bottles. And I have a system now. I took a Mountain Dew bottle, and I cut the top off for a funnel, and it fits right down in here perfectly. And it's one scoop of Gatorade per bottle on one of these. It gives you the chart on the can, but it works out perfectly for me. It's one scoop goes in one of these bottles, you shake it up, and then I'm good to go. Chatting amongst yourselves, it was 6, 8 hours. Oh, yeah. Vitamin water gets rid of your headaches. Don't think of it as vitamin water in this town. I don't understand why it's got to be so expensive. That's good to know. I stay away from the diet pop though. Diet soda. I don't drink water. Back in '67, we drank water right from the garden hose. Yeah, and we didn't care where the garden hose was or whose it was. You know, it wasn't just our garden hose. You go to a town park and there's a garden hose there. You need some water. Of course, sometimes they had fountains. A lot of times they had fountains, but a lot of times our fountains didn't work right in our park. You go to the side of the maintenance building, there's a garden hose on the side of it. You turn it on, get you a drink of water. The best thing about Gatorade, get to pour it over your coach. Green apple chicken rice. Hard to find now as well. Okay, but the heartburn one. Yeah, the dog and that's a drink from the save hose. Exactly. Bunch of cookie bottles of them. We'll send you some. Yeah, I drink from the same hose my dog will. I don't care. I drink from the house all the time. That might explain a few things. I can say this though: water back in Indiana changed over the years, with iron in it. Just the taste of it, the smell of it. It was never like that when I was a kid. You wouldn't hesitate to go to the kitchen sink, get you a glass of water, and drink it. Today, it needs to be filtered. Yeah, we always drink out of whatever hose was out and about. Hey, there's a garden hose. I need to drink water. And I have recently just started calling them garden hoses. I never called them that. I always called them, I was raised, everybody in my family, we always called them a hose pipe. Alberta and Stella, howdy, howdy. Hey, soda using the tank. Yeah, I don't like that aspirin. That stuff anyway. But yeah, I always called them a hose pipe. We aren't supposed to drink out of water hose. Sometime along the thing, they said that was bad for us. But look at us, we're still here. I mean, back in the day, the only color of hose pipe, see, I called a hose pipe again, you could get was green. Remember, green. There was no white hose. There was no blue hose. There was no gray. Well, the gray came out later, but it was a cheap hose. Or a black hose. You know, you could get green, maybe a black one. Oh, nice, nice, Alberta. Stella, 500 views. That's a way to go. But there's carcinogens and everything, the way they put it. I mean, I took medication and it gave me cancer. I drank out of hose for decades and I never got cancer from it. But no, I took medication. I got cancer from that. Becky's in Indiana still. She's in Indiana. They're looking for a brain. Literally. No, she's wearing a brain scan thing right now. Uh, we're figuring maybe another 3 weeks she could be back out here again. Yeah, me too, Cookie. We call it the hose. Yeah, or the hose. Yeah, we call it the hose. Hey, go get the hose. That's always, hose pipe. Hey, go grab the hose pipe. Never thought twice about it. And as I've gotten older, I think Scott was with us one day and I called it a hose pipe. And he said, a what? I said, it's a hose pipe. He said, it's a garden hose. We called it a hose pipe. Yeah, she's okay. Oh, yeah, she's at an appointment. That's right. See, you guys know her better than I do. The hose is full of microorganisms unless it's deadly. It's good for gut health. Yes, definitely. Gatorade bottle is good for rest stop water. Hey, I've had to use that before, way back in the past. You're right. And the adults will send those kids to the hose without a second thought. Yep. There are warnings mainly from California government on virtually all plastic electronics. Yeah. Every time you flip something over, it says this causes cancer in California. Why only in California? Everything in California's got a cancer label on it. When they worry about those old lead pipes. Yeah, I'm not too convinced on that either. But too much of lead. Yeah, I get it. I mean, because we were raised with lead paint. Everybody was fine. Run from California. Yeah. I could see though too much of it though. Definitely get lead poisoning. But there is that. It does exist. But sometimes I remember thinking when it come out, is it actually the lead or something else, in the pipe or whatever? California cancer and health warning: don't breathe the air today. It's not good for you. Yeah, we just think we are fine. Yeah, it's down. You're lucky. 3 to 4 weeks after they found human waste in drinking water, you might get a boil notice. So I refuse to drink from it. That's the thing too. Back then, Rose, people cared about their jobs a little more in that capacity. You know, they the effort was there to make sure the water was clean. Because they drink it too. But it's almost like people, because it happened back in Indiana. People are drinking more bottled water these days. The water employees, they may slack off a little bit, not on purpose, but without realizing they're doing it. Kind of hard to explain. It just seems like our water treatment facilities are more lax these days than what they used to be, and I blame the bottled water for that. I survived the hose, seesaw, yep, the hot slide, yep. Y'all remember the witch's hat? It was our most dangerous toy on the playground, and we survived that. That was a skull crushing, literally a skull crushing toy. Playground equipment. Um, they finally took it out in our park and put up some web thing that they can climb. But nobody ever got seriously hurt on that thing. I don't know how, but they need to bring it back. Lead dust is bad for young children and older people, very small, so travel in the air. Okay. But yeah, I mean, let's see. Survived Marlboro Man days. Yep. A little bit of body in the water never killed no one, excluding the original body. Yeah. The aluminum slide wasn't the best either. Yep. Lead paint is very durable, but over time turns to dust. I had to find out through time. We used to eat the paint when we were babies. Chew on the windowsill. But nobody remembers the witch's hat. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Witch's hat playground equipment. There it is. This is ours was huge though. It was bigger than this one. Roll. Hit a button. Witch's hat. It's coming. Add overlay. Pictures, camera roll. Where you at? It would be the last one. Oop, come back here. There it is. All right, it's uploading now. Let's see if anybody else remembers the witch's hat. I never saw witch's hat playground equipment. That's what this, because it looks like a witch's hat. That's what we always called it. It's what we always knew it was called by. That's what I'm thinking of. I could spin that sucker like no tomorrow. It did spin. All right, here it is. Let me get over here. This is the witch's hat. How no children was ever killed on this thing in our lifetime is amazing. But the center pole, they had tires around it, which wouldn't matter anyway. But here it is. That is the witch's hat. Ours was bigger and taller, and you could get where them kids are standing on that round board, not in the middle of it. We didn't have a second level. The there was a bar up there to hang on to. We would climb up there, so I think that's what they're doing. I don't think it's an actual level. But that thing, that bottom board there where them kids are standing there, them 3 kids there, that board could make it all the way to the pole. Because this thing rocks back and forth and it spins. And you could fall off of it. No, that is right. We never had anything in the middle because we would jump from the board to the tires. Well, if you fell down in between the board and them tires, you better get your head out of the way real quick because you've got a 2x10 that's fixing to come and crush your skull. How that never happened was beyond belief. But they're very dangerous playground toys, but fun. Very, very fun. I got high and tired glove when you broke your leg being a child. You cut up, slapped some mud on it, carried. Yeah, exactly. You can walk it off. Walk it off. We heard that a lot. Walk it off. Walk it off. You know, I got my limb is hanging down. I never broke a bone when I was a kid, but I can't move. Get up. Walk it off. Yeah, I played on that as a kid. They were fun, but you don't see them anymore. And they're smaller now. Ours was as tall as a semi-trailer, and so with a bigger base around it. And we get that thing spinning, rocking around back and forth, jumping from the center to the back to the board. We fell. And if you fell, you better hit that ground and lay down on that ground and wait for that thing to go by and then roll out of the bottom of it. If you raised up, you were getting smashed. Yeah. We had a witch's hat in our playground. Was always told some kid lost his fingers by climbing up the center pole. I can believe it. Yep, walk it off. If you break your legs, don't come home, run home to me. I heard all that. But now, yeah, they took that out. Now they got 2 beams in an X pattern. Actually, it might be 3 beams with netting that you climb on, and that it's dumb. Come on, bring the witch's hat back. But I got a scar, I think, from it too. But we at our class reunion, at our class reunions, a lot of times we'll talk about our witch's hat scars. Tetherball, yep, remember that one too? Get smacked upside the head with that ball on a rope on a pole. Tetherball was a big thing back home. Yeah, and that ball, man, that was one hard ball too. No stitches, a band-aid if you were lucky. Or two, that my mom never used that stuff, but that iodine. There was a meme the other day on Facebook. You could walk in the house with a nub, mom slap a little iodine on you and send you back out. These hit each other in the back of the head with sticks trying to knock each other out like the movies. I'm shocked none of us got hurt. We had a blast as a kid. We learned not to be stupid. Exactly. Methylate. I broke my arm on a witch's hat. Best years of my life. Pop said start blowing. Ah, the good old days, the good old days. It is. It's sad. It's nothing like it used to be. Nothing like it used to be. And the teeter-totters, what was that called when you'd hit the ground really hard? Make the other person bounce up on the board? I forget what those were called. But you get on the teeter-totter. All teeter-totter rides start out nice. And then somebody starts getting it a little rough. And then the other one does it. And then the next thing you know, one person's flying off off the teeter-totter. Mud pies. Iodine and Maquacone. Maquacone? Never heard of it. Oh, and lawn darts too. Yep. Survived. I had a friend get stabbed with a lawn dart when we were kids. Hit him right in the foot. I mean, really, think about it. You used to be able to buy a toy cannon that would shoot real black powder. Every kid had advantage. That was me. Heading home, howdy howdy. Monkey bars were cool. Monkey bars. Our monkey bars were just bars that were all put together in like a dome or square or whatever. What were the ones that were just a pipe that you had to go this way with your feet hanging? It was like a ladder turned on its side. Some of the kids called those monkey bars too. Cod liver oil cured everything. Yeah. We used to have fights with cow patties. Yep, that was Becky's mom and dad's place. Jarts. There's that Tammy DeWitt that comes in here at their store. They have a actual set of yard darts that are still in the package on display. It's illegal for them to sell them though, but they do have them on display. Because I asked them about it. I said, man, yeah, we can't sell them. It's illegal. Merry-go-round, yeah, we didn't really play on the merry-go-round all that much. Our merry-go-round was kind of small. I mean, and usually some little kid would come along and spoil our fun, so we couldn't really go fast on it no more. So merry-go-round wasn't really a big thing for us. But if we did do the merry-go-round, we would get that thing spinning fast. You fly off of it, you know, as soon as you let go of one of the bars, boom, you're flying. But then some little kid would come along, want to play on the merry-go-round. So we'd have to go find something else to do because we couldn't be flinging the little kids off the merry-go-round. Had I wished we'd have thought of something earlier that I seen on Facebook, that would have been, because we had a lot of mopeds. We had a lot of mopeds in the park. Kids were running mopeds and that back before you had to have a license. Never really had no dirt bikes in there or motorcycles. But man, if we'd have figured out that we could have took a moped, flipped it on its side, and put that wheel up, the back tire up against the merry-go-round, and had really had a blast, we'd have done that. I don't know why we never thought of that. So you have this in the States, but we have schools over here which ban clunkers. Mushrooms. Used to make darts out of chicken feathers, sewing needles, and throw them at each other. Or we did it, we'd take the needle, get a paper wad wet on there, stick it in an empty ink pen, and blowgun. Yeah, we used to do that all the time with blowgun fights. We ran around the neighborhood with all the kids that we caught wild animals. Popped a box up right in front of it. Play tag, seek, hide and seek, whatever we could every night. Yep, every night. Be home by dark. So, I mean, really, open up the door. Mom would watch her soap operas. We'd go out the door, and she didn't know where we were half the time. I mean, there was times that I'd be a whole country block over, and she would never know, thinking I was out in the backyard in the woods or something. There's one time me and my cousin, we went like 5 miles down the road on our bikes. We weren't supposed to do that, but we did. She'd off thinking we was in the woods. But really can't do that today because somebody wants to pick your kid up. Like chicken on the wooden table with butterfly knife. You have a great day, William Birdie. I'm about to get off here anyway, too. BB gun 4s I got right here. Right, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right somewhere here, there's a, right there. Actually, it's getting hard to see as I get older. Actually, I can't even see it anymore. But there's a perfectly round circle scar right here. I got shot with a CO2 BB gun when I was a kid. I had a BB gun fight. And the kid meant to shoot his brother, which was walking next to me, but he got me instead. And every now and then that pops up on an MRI or X-ray or something. They'll say, "What is that little round ball you got in you?" I said, "That's a BB." The scar used to be, you could see it, but now it's kind of blended in with my age. So if only I could get this one on my arm. It's getting kind of hard to see too, but I got a scar here that looks like lips. You could say I got hit by a car, but I didn't get hit by a car. But it was a car that did this. It was my mom's friend was backing out of her driveway, and she had a broken windshield. It was an old 70s Impala, Chevy Impala. And there was a piece of glass that was sticking out of by the trim area. And when she backed up, I put my hand out to wave to her. That glass got me. This was, see, the house burnt in 82, so this must have happened in 1980. So I would have been 9 years old. And it left a gash on me about that long. It didn't bleed or nothing, but it like freaked me out. And they put a Band-Aid on there and sent me outside. I should have went and got stitches, but no, they just stuck a Band-Aid on it and sent me back outside. The thing we had to worry about was her mother when exactly. One of my friends came out from another room and said, "Look what I won," with a knife sticking. Whoa, that box popped up again. Sticking out of his foot, he proceeds to say, "See, I didn't flinch. Look, I won." Not what I won. Does the BB give you problems in the airport metal? Every now and then, but not so much anymore. Well, not at airport, but at like other metal detectors, like some at Walmart, but not anymore. It doesn't. When they first come out with those metal things, yes, it would give me problems. I forgot about it one time and got an MRI, and she asked me, "You got any metal in your body?" I was like, "No," because I didn't have my rods yet in my back. That's what the MRI was for, actually. And we got done with the MRI, and she came in there and yelled at me when she asked me, she says, "You told me you didn't have any metal in your body." And I said, "No, I don't." And she says, "You've got something by your lung that is round like a little ball. What is that?" I said, "Oh, that's a BB. I forgot all about that." Boy, she yelled at me. I guess the MRI could have ripped that thing right out of me and stuck it to the wall. It didn't, but I have to tell them about it now, or whenever I have an MRI done or something. I go, "Oh yeah, I got a BB right here." But I've had many since then, and it's never gave me a problem. One time I felt it get hot. I did. I felt it get hot during an MRI. Yeah, that's true. No matter what fact. We put a tarp in the bed of a truck, fill it with water. Yep, we used to do that. Boy, it's rough on them springs though, but we did it. The monkey bars are the long ones that you hang from and go from ladder to ladder. Okay. Jungle gyms. All right, yeah, that's what it was. You ever get pulled over by the authorities in your hot tub? They laughed at us. It would be like homecoming. We do it for homecoming, kind of a special occasions. We wouldn't do it all the time because that was rough on a truck, fill up Bud full of water. It was, what do they call that? In one of the Carolinas where the truck's up high, they got the it's illegal now to do, but that's what it would look like. Front of the truck be looking at the sky, and the back of the bumper would be dragging the ground just about because it's full of water. PB are made of plastic now. You can get metal, but you need to order them. I've got two jars in here. I think are copper coated. They're zinc with copper coated. I think. And we'll caught up with us eventually. That's true. First was a Motorola peanut phone. Things in the right side of my mouth would tingle every get warm. Oh wow! Redneck hot tub. I remember when getting the slipper across your ass was getting. Yeah, that the flip flop. It's fun. Add ice, and you can keep your drinks cool too. We took it out to the drive-in too. That's a place where they show movies at, in case y'all didn't know, because there ain't many of them left in the country. Well, yeah, we would drive out to the drive-in and have a swimming pool while we're watching a movie. Don't forget them hot dogs with those canned beans. Yo, definitely. That was another. I watched Oscar Mayer, how they got their start and everything. The food that built America. Look it up. It's a good show. Because you know the little yellow band on the hot dog? That's on there because the general store guys, when they get hot dogs, they just throw them all in a barrel, and you couldn't tell what you was getting. And the Oscar Mayer guy found out about that, and started putting yellow bands on their hot dogs, so you could tell you were getting a high quality Oscar Mayer hot dog. Sorry about the driving isn't that big. Big time. I think can't help you with the Pringle flavors to match them beans. Man, yeah. How come there ain't a baked bean Pringle flavor? I'd buy it. You know what we call hooky bombing, hooky babbing. You grab a hold of somebody's truck bumper in the snow. We did that. No, we did not need snow. Skateboard, bicycle, roller skates, car hood, sleds, anything, uh, and see how fast you could go. Bicycle, out of everything though, the bicycle was the most dangerous to do that with. That handlebar would just get rocking back and forth. You've done lost control. You're going over. We were pretty fearless back in the day. Had some fun times for sure, but on the other hand, a lot of my friends have already passed. Yeah, but they probably didn't pass from doing the dangerous, dumb things that we did as a kid. We slowed down in life, and that's what gets you slowing down in life. Me and a couple buddies of mine had this conversation many times. We're really surprised that we're still here. So, I mean, look, we had a rope that was tied to a tree that swung out over top of railroad tracks. And we would wait till a train would come by and swing out, wave at the engineers we're going by. freak the engineer out. And then swing back up into the tree. And, if you missed, but we never did miss because nobody actually ever went back out. You could possibly go out and hit the side of the train if you missed, but nobody ever missed. Well, yeah, we'd swing out like Tarzan, yell at the train engineer. I mean, we'd look the train engineer dead in the eyes. Especially those front cabin train engines. Not so much with the back ones. We'd still, we'd wave at them and that. They'd holler at us, quit doing that, get out of the way, you're going to get killed. Or they call us a few choice words, cuss at us, dumbass kids, all this other stuff. Drive-in. Drive out to the drive-in, yeah. We still have ours back home, Melody Drive-In. It's one of the oldest in the country. Definitely the state too. There's another one in the next town next to us called Triway, but we don't go there because you got to have your vehicle searched before, like a checkpoint, because they want to make sure you ain't bringing any food in. They want you to buy their food. Melody Drive-In, they don't care if you bring a grill. They don't care. Bumper jumping. Yep, that's what we called it. It was fun, dangerous though. A tree. Yeah, we put coins on railroad tracks all the time, bicycle frames, all kinds of stuff. Don't stack them. At least not with super glue. We had to tape ours with Scotch tape, and then the tape would just disappear. But otherwise, they would vibrate off the rail. They wouldn't stay on the rail to get smashed. So we taped them down with Scotch tape. Oh, it's not like you just melted. Yeah. But we're the generation too that we're the reason automobile rail cars are covered now. We threw a lot of rocks at those cars when we were kids. A lot of rocks. But then towards the end of our teenage years, when they started covering them, it was like the late 80s, early 90s, when the automobile car cover, they were covered then. So basically, we just throw a rock at a train just to hear it go dink. But we did things without realizing how dangerous things were either. You're a kid, you don't think about stuff like that. There could have been somebody on that train. We could have hit them with a rock. We're not those railroad rocks. We're not little rocks. Railroad rocks. I used to take my Hot Wheel cars too and put on the railroad track. It was hard to tape our friends to the track. No, you got to use heavy rope and duct tape for that. The train would slow down too in that little town, mainly because in the next town it was 2 tracks, so we had to kind of wait for that to clear out. We would jump on the train and ride it to the town with the double tracks, which was only like 10 miles away. But they would always have to slow down when it got into that town because of a curve and the double track. And if it pulled off onto the right track, I think it was, then it was coming to a stop because then it had to wait for another train to come through. It was a lot easier to jump off then. We were putting our faces as close as we could to a moving train, there are things sticking out. I realize now. I tell you another freaky thing to do with a train is nighttime. You're standing on the track. Watch the train through a set of binoculars. That will freak you out. Thinking that train's way closer than what it is at night. Don't do it in the daytime. You got to do it at nighttime to get the full effect of it. Daytime, you can tell, it's not so bad. But nighttime, the only thing you see in the binoculars is that light. That's it. And it's for way further down than what it looks like in those binoculars. I mean, you jump off them tracks trying to get out of the way, and then your friends laugh at you. That was a game we used to play, how long you could stay up there. Roll up close to your anus. Tape has improved. You should try it again. This is a 40-minute drive. One of these days, we're going to get over there. Ain't no trains around Quartzsite, though. You don't even hear them. You only hear them out in the distance. They're up by Parker. That's like 40 miles away. Yuma, that's an hour and, well, that's like 80 miles away. 60, 80 miles, something like that. But yeah, try that sometime with a binocular. I got to make sure I'm not walking on somebody here real quick. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Nope. All right. Good. What was that? All right. We used to have a train track in the cornfield behind my house. I always grew up around train tracks. We did penny, but it got lost after 30 minutes of the train passing. Yeah, sometimes that would happen too. Even taped down, you'd still lose them every now and then. Train tracks, they played an important part of my life growing up. They actually did, without even realizing it. I mean, we spent a lot of time on the train tracks. Walking train tracks, riding bikes down the train tracks, playing around with the trains, just everything. A lot of my teenage life, basically, without realizing it, revolved around train tracks. There was always something to do around the train track. Now it's illegal to even be on them. I mean, it's like 100 feet from the center in each direction. Plus, they've changed that. But you get caught on train tracks now, and it's ever since 9/11, it's trespassing. That they can push. It's up to them whether they do or not. Cut road rash from jumping off 40 miles an hour. Very easily done. Used to have a train back in. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Whoa. Nap time. No, I'm used to. When me and Becky first got married, our house had a set of train tracks, right? So 2 of them, might even have been 3, right in front of our front yard, just about. So yeah, we're used to. Let me get before you do that. Let me fire YouTube up so I can delete that. You can't delete it on the StreamYard side, which is ridiculous. I'm not sure if it might have an echo. Okay. All right, yeah, whenever you're ready, you can do that, Cookie, and I'll delete it. That was almost Gatorade up the nose. That would have been a fun sight on the live. As soon as she says she has it, we can take it out of there. You can either retract it, or I can delete it, or whatever. Friend lives a switch house between tracks, train by around 5 to 10. Then they were easy to hop on. I bet. I remember in Chicago, because I lived the first 6 years of my life in Chicago. That's where I was born at. Don't tell nobody though. My aunt and uncle lived in an apartment, and you see them on TV every now and then, but just the L trains is what they were called, subway trains. Apartments would be built into the framework of those. My aunt and uncle lived in one of those. Oh, must have had a cloud roll in. Um, did we drop the number? Because chat rolled on me. I want to make sure. Because I'm going to have to go fire the generator up. I'm dropping low, and if I fire the generator up, it might kill the internet. Yeah, because I'm down to 11.9 and falling. So that means a cloud rolled in. Yep, there's no sunshine out there. Gatorade up the nose is making fun. It would. It would. Did he drop? I don't. Okay, all right, yeah. Touching 11.8. Now that's not what's actually in the batteries, but it's inverting 11.8 volts to 60 amps, 62 amps, 60 amps, 62, 60. It fluctuates. Did you drop your number, Cookie? Because I'm going to make sure I didn't miss it and it gets left. I don't think you did, because I see where you're asking me about the. Okay. No, you didn't. All right. I see. Unless I'm missing it. That's because sometimes the StreamYard, they'll play games on you. I don't have my Starlink plugged into my Jackery. My Jackery zeroed out last night again. Haven't seen the number. Okay. And when the compressor kicks on or the generator kicks on, sometimes it kills the power to the rig for a split second. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me know when you got that, Rose. We're starting to climb a little bit now, so it's really sunnier. All right, I'm going to take it out. Remove. All right, and it's gone. Just bought 2 more 100-watt solar panels today. Autumn coming and need power. Can't go wrong with 200 watts. Okay, we're back. My batteries are about shot. It shouldn't go down that fast when the sun cloud rolls through, but it is. But these batteries, 5 years old or something like that. As soon as Becky gets back out here, we're going to start replacing them with lithium with the ducted repairs. Looks like rain again. Set your watch, huh? Let's see. Oh, you're going to take care of that? Okay. No, I just closed YouTube out now. There. So I'm back up to 13.1, 13.2, 13.4, 13.1. So that's how I know the sun's back out. But if the cloud rolled in, it should not drop that fast. It should hold for a while. It used to, but not now. Like I said, these batteries are at the end of their lifespan. So it's time to start changing them, but I'm going to get Becky home first. I thought about ordering one this month, but I'm going to wait, get Becky home, and then start ordering the batteries. She got it, Nomadic. Well, I don't remember giving you your food back, but okay. And it's to the point, I'll probably turn the, no, well, none of the dogs are panning right now. What's the temperature outside? What's the temperature in Quartzsite? 107 right now, so we got one more degree to go before we get to our high. I will more than likely turn the when I start losing my solar at, what time is it? About 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. If I lose, when my solar starts dropping, I hook right into the generator. Then I'll unplug from the inverter, hook into the generator. Then I'll run the rooftop and this one, get it nice and cold in here. When the compressor kicks off on the rooftop, I turn the rooftop off and just keep it nice and comfortable in here. This generator, I can do that with this generator. I couldn't really do that with the last one. Oh, Becky is in Indiana at a doctor's appointment right now. And I think I'm going to get off here and get me something to eat. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's already, I just looked, 12:30? 12:30. It's 12:30 here, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into lunch. But yeah, Becky's at a doctor's appointment. And she's wearing one of those brain scan things right now because they're trying to find the root of her problem with the migraines. Hopefully in about 3 weeks she'll be back out here sitting next to me. Shanna Craft, howdy howdy. But I'm gonna go make me some lunch while the sun's out. It's kind of warm today, but still not bad. Like, I can start using my kettle again, my electric kettle. Heat some water up, make some ramen noodles. Instead of just making sandwiches, which I still might do. I don't know yet. I got options. But thank you, Sandra. But everybody have a great day. I'm going to get off here. My stomach's starting to growl. Thanks for being here. But I've got to round me up some, as they say out here in the West, I got to round me up some grub. But everybody have a great day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the prayers, thoughts, concerns for Jasper. He's back to 100%, if not at least 99.9. But I'm just happy, very happy. Thanks for all the prayers and concerns and vibes and that for Becky. But she's fine. This is all routine stuff. But she's been gone a while. Good. But everybody, have a great day. I'm going to have 4. Yep, that's definitely plenty. But we shall see you tomorrow. So, see ya later, all.